All right, we need a motion to come out of executive, I believe, right? Are we ready for that?
I move that we come out of executive session.
Second, and let's get a roll
Do
call.
we need a,
Yeah, where's my sheet? Here we go. Motion is to come out of executive session. Member Bogus?
Yes, sir.
Member Booth?
Yes.
We never had Member Klein, right? Okay, Member Davis? Cindy? Member Vice Chair Earl?
yes.
Got yes from Cindy and Jenny. Vice Chair Hart?
Here.
Yes to come out of executive? Member Hymas?
Yes.
Member Carey, are you back with us?
I just texted him, so.
All right, Member Lear?
Yes.
Can he not vote for it since he wasn't in it? Okay. All right, Member Norton?
He
Member
can read
Reel?
the stuff, though, if you want.
Member Straight? Member Wood? Member Moss is a yes. Okay, we are out of executive session and we'll turn it to, I think, Member Norton, right? Okay. Oh. Who's got the, I don't see it up on the screen. You guys have her? All right, we got you.
I move that the board approves the UPAC consent calendar.
Second.
All right.
The motion before the board is that the board approves the UPAC consent calendar. We can unless there's someone voting in opposition, we can, right? Yeah, did we end up with board member Carey? Okay.
Oh, I don't think he texted me.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. He's out.
okay. Okay, is there, oh, I don't remember, any, are all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That was unanimous, so then we wouldn't have to go through it, right? Okay.
Okay, in case number 23-1968, I move that the board accepts UPAC's recommendation.
Second.
The motion before the board is that the board approve UPAC recommendations for case number 231968. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That was unanimous.
In case number 23-1990, I move that the board approves UPAC's recommendation.
The motion before the board is that the board approves UPAC recommendation for case number 231990. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Go ahead.
In case number 23-1995, I move that the board accept the educator's surrender of license.
The motion before the board is that the board approves the educator's surrender of license for case number 231995. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Recuse.
Okay, so we have board member Straight is recusing himself. Is that accurate? And the rest of it was unanimous then, okay?
In case number 23-1997, I move that the board accepts UPAC's recommendation.
Second.
The motion before the board is that the board approves UPAC recommendations for case number 231997. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes unanimously.
In case number 23-2004, I move that the recommendation be tabled with a request for additional information.
Do we, I just have a question. I don't know if we need to make that motion, do we? Can someone clarify? Okay. No motion, I think that one has
Okay.
no motion for the board. Go
In
ahead.
case number 23-2011, I move that the board approves UPAC's recommendation.
Second.
Okay, the motion before the board is that the board approves UPAC recommendations for case number 232011. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that passes unanimous.
In case number 23-2026, I move that the board accept the educator's surrender of license.
Okay, the motion, second?
Second. I'm sorry.
That's okay. The motion before the board is that a board approves UPAC recommendation for case number 232026. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes unanimous.
Okay. I move that the board accept Philippe Montelet, an individual who is deaf or hard of hearing, for the USDB Council to serve a 2-year term.
Second. Okay, the motion before the board is that Philippe Montelet, individual who is deaf or hard of hearing, be approved. Okay, be approved for the USDB Council. Did I do that correctly?
And 2-year term.
For a 2-year term. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that passes unanimously.
Okay, I move that the board accepts Amy Query to fulfill the position on the USDB Council for a term of 2 years, a person with an interest or knowledge of deaf-blind or deaf-blind.
Okay, the motion before the board is that the board approves Amy Query, an individual with interest or knowledge of deaf-blind or deaf-blind, to serve a 2-year position on the Deaf and Blind Council. I was probably repetitive there, but all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that passes unanimously.
Okay, I move that the board approves Carrie Harbath, an individual who is deaf-blind or the parent of a deaf-blind child, to serve a term on the USDB Council
Second.
for a 2-year term.
Okay, that's what I was going to clarify as a decision. Okay, the motion before the board is that the board approves Carrie Harbath, if I'm saying that right, an individual who is deaf-blind or parent of a deaf-blind child, to serve a 2-year term for the Utah School for the Deaf and the Blind on their council. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that passes unanimously.
Okay, and I move that the board approves Gretel Sampson to a 2-year term on the Utah School Deaf and Blind Council as a person who represents an educator of deaf-blind.
Second.
Okay, the motion before the board is that the board approves Gretel Sampson, USDB Educator of the Deaf and the Blind. It says non-voting on here. Do I need to read that off or not? Who is a non-voting member for a 2-year term for the School of the Deaf and the Blind Council. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that passes unanimously.
Okay, I move that Dr. Patty Norman be appointed or reappointed to the UETN Board of Directors, serving until 2026.
Okay, the motion before the board is that the board approves Dr. Patty Norman for the UETN Board of Directors. What was the end of that? Until 2026?
Mhm.
Did I say that accurately? Okay. The motion, that's the motion before the board. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, do we need to redo that? Will you read that again and let's second it? I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
I move that Dr. Patty Norman
Well, we're going to do it again.
be appointed to the UETN, be reappointed to the UETN Board of Directors, serving a term until 2026.
Okay,
Second.
good. The motion before the board is that Dr. Patty Norman will serve as a reappointment to the UETN Board of Directors until 2026. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that passes unanimously. We have,
What is it here?
you're good.
I move that Dr. Superintendent Jennifer Covington be reappointed to the UETN Board of Directors, serving on a term until 2028.
Second.
Okay, the motion before the board is that Superintendent Jennifer Covington serve on the UETN Board of Directors until the year 2028. All those in favor? Any opposed? Okay, that passes unanimously.
I move that Jason Straight's term on the UETN Board of Directors be extended to 2028.
Okay, the motion before the board is that Jason Straight's term on the UETN Board of Directors be extended until 2028. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that passes unanimously. Passes unanimously. We have
Okay.
the student advisory still.
Okay, I move that Carly Arnold be appointed to the Student Advisory Council representing District 2 for a term of 1 year.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, the motion before the board is that the board appoint Carly Arnold to the Student Advisory Committee for District 2 for a position of 1 year. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that passes unanimously.
I move that Ismail Mohammed be appointed to the Student Advisory Council for a term of 1 year representing District 5.
Second.
The motion before the board is that Ishmael Mohammed be appointed to the Student Advisory Board for District 5 for 1 year, is that what you said? For a position of 1 year. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that passes unanimously.
I move that Kaya Palfreeman be appointed to the Student Advisory Council for a term of 2 years representing District 10.
Okay. The motion before the board is that Kaya Palfreeman be appointed to the Student Advisory Committee from District 10 for a 2-year term. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, it passes unanimously.
I move that Zach Davis be appointed to the Student Advisory Committee for a 2-year term representing District 13.
The motion before the board is that Zach Davis be appointed to the Student Advisory Committee for District 13. Did you say 1 or 2 year? I'm sorry. For a 2-year term. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes unanimously.
And I move that Malia Meekum be appointed to the Student Advisory Committee for a 2-year term representing District 14.
Okay. Second.
Second.
The motion before the board is that Malia Meekum be appointed to the Student Advisory Committee from District 14 for a 2-year term. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes unanimously. Did we miss District 8, or is that, no? Oh, okay, okay. Sorry, it's just on my notes. Want to make sure we're good. Okay. I think, turning the time back over to Chair Haas.
Okay.